Swali kuhusiana na mambo ya usalama wa taifa ambayo yanaendelea kwa sasa. Tuko na top brass ya leadership ya country and you are heading this in the docket. So what should Kenyans expect? And there's an array of issues that have also come up, including the porous borders, the issue of IDs and so forth.
We just want to assure the country that we are in one of the safest period in our nation because our security officers are working in unity. There is a teamwork, and I believe that as we progress, we are going to even make things even better. Our borders are safe. Of course, the usual challenges we have here and there, but I want to assure the country that we are in full control of our security. We have been able to contain cattle rustling in this region, and I just want to say that because we have been able to do so, we want now to move to the next phase where we will establish matters of bringing communities together to live in peace, so peace building processes, and we'll support local leaders, we'll support our Ngao officers to work now to bring communities together for after we have sorted the criminals. We want the community to come together to make sure that there is lasting peace. We are here today to take stock of what we've done in the last 2.5 years and to prepare ourselves for the next 2.5 years, which we believe that will be a very exciting period in our country, considering that the second half of this administration will involve so many things. We have so many programs that are coming up, and it's our duty in the security sector and the administration sector to facilitate the whole of government to make sure that we are achieving our objective as a nation. And of course, we know that also this second half will have elections. So we must be able to make ready the officers. We look forward to hiring more police officers to be able to assist and serve the citizens of this country and replace those who have retired and those who we've lost through natural attrition. There are other issues to do with strengthening and modernizing equipment within the police service, ensuring that they have also all our security teams have enough equipment and vehicles to be able to move around and serve the people of Kenya. So there are all of things that we are discussing here, some involving budgetary issues, some involving strategy and policy, including policies that are related to our officers, whom we promised in the last elections that we must have a benevolent fund to help those whom we lose during service, so that their widows and widowers are not suffering when they have left. So there are a number of policies, including for veterans, including policies that are related to management of our NPR, among others. You remember that we are also the ministry that deals with citizen services. So want to expedite the distribution of IDs, make sure that immigration is properly managed, make sure that we leverage on technology to ensure that as many people as possible are getting their services at the very local level. And so the Department of Citizen Services is here also to make sure that that is achieved. We are also Department of Correctional Services to make sure that our prisons are modernized and we are able to get maximum benefit in terms of the training and the corrections that our people are going through. So this is an exciting time. This is a precursor to the next retreat that the cabinet will have. All the views that we'll get from here shall inform our contribution in the next cabinet retreat, which His Excellency will hold very soon.
Maybe before I let you go in, I can see time is out of hand. There's this issue about some fraction of the northern people who are very excited on the President's proclamation that there will be no vetting. And now some quarters and the political elite now are dissatisfied over this move. How do we mitigate that, and maybe up to speed on where our chiefs are?
There's nothing to mitigate because there's nothing wrong with doing away with vetting. And it was not just affecting one area of the country. It was affecting the entire country. There are people in urban areas here who are being told, you've lived in Naivasha for your entire life, but because you look like a person who comes from Mandera, you are told, go back to Mandera first to be vetted before you can get an ID. That is really discriminatory. And that is the same. People from border with Uganda, people border to Tanzania, the same border to Ethiopia and so forth. This is an issue that is national. It's not confined to one area, and we must separate the vetting from security. We are not going to abdicate our responsibility in making sure that there is security and safety of our country, and that the right people are getting the IDs. Only citizens of the Republic are going to get the IDs. So that will be done whether you're from Northeastern, or you are from Coast, or you are from Rift Valley, or you are from Nairobi, we will subject every Kenyan to one system of identification that will ensure that we have the right Kenyan getting the ID without subjecting them to extra vetting like it was there before. We have done away with that extra vetting. Every Kenyan deserves to be treated as a Kenyan. The fact that you are born in Garissa does not deny you the chance to be treated like a person that is born in Nyeri. It must be the same. And why we are saying that must be the same is that it is the duty of government to provide enough security and systems to ensure that non-citizens do not get the citizenship through the process. And we are going to leverage on technology. We have discussed this widely here. We're going to leverage on technology here to make sure that we know you from the day you were born. Going forward, we will not have cases where there are people who are unaccounted for by virtue of them not willing to take IDs. From birth, we are going to make sure that everybody is going to be captured in our system, and this question of even applying for ID will become a thing of the past. We will capture your data in such a way that when you are 18, you just get your ID automatically. You don't have to go through a process of application and so forth.
Thank you very much. Naam, huyo ni waziri wa usalama wa ndani Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen hapo akitoa